What's up, everyone? It's Javen back for another video on the spoken word media. That's the new name of the channel now, the spoken word media. As if you haven't seen the reason why there's been a change, please go on the previous video, which is the first video of the year. Happy New Year, new channel, yeah. So that will explain why the name is changed and the branding of the overall channel has changed. Yeah. It's probably the best thing that makes sense. It was always in the making, to be fair. But yeah, go and check that out if you ain't watched it already. And also, guys, if you do watch that, please like the video. And please like the video on this video as well. And also, I want to say, as always, big up to all the old subscribers, the viewers, and also welcome on board anyone that's new watching here. Please give this channel a smash a like and consider subscribing to this channel. You know, let's get to 200 subs. 200 subs, yeah. Because I don't like this 181 that I see. I want to see that 200, that 200 club, yeah. I want that coming. You know, let's grow this channel, make it what it should be. You know, one of the best in the UK, and hopefully we'll be one of the best in the world at some point. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, in this video, even though the intro don't take the intro too serious, but do please subscribe to the channel and do like the video, and that's what I'm serious about. We're going to talk about a serious case that's, you guys, it was big news in this country, and that's obviously concerning Sara's father, Sharif, Irfan Sharif, who's Sara's father, who is the monster that, along with his wife, who's her stepmother, brutally tortured, abused, and ended up murdering his 10-year-old daughter Sara, who was a very a beautiful looking girl with a nice smiley face, and he basically along with his wife abused and tortured her, and she died a very painful death with some very horrific injuries, and he's now facing 40 years behind bars. Yeah, he's only been in jail for 5 minutes. On New Year's Day, there's been reports of he's been attacked. He's been sliced up badly. First of the year. Imagine that we're all celebrating. We've all celebrated Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, or the festive season for everybody, people that don't celebrate Christmas. We fast forward a week later. It's New Year's Day. We shout Happy New Year while this guy's getting his face and neck sliced up, leaving some being basically getting disfigured. And then we're gonna get into the article that reports it. As you can see, guys, right here. Police investigate reports of prison attack on Sara Sharif's father. Irfan Sharif said to have received neck and face injuries in Belmarsh, where he is serving life for daughter's murder. So obviously, this is the stepfather. The father's face. Police are investigating reports that the father of the schoolgirl, Sara Sharif, had his throat cut in an assault by fellow inmates while in prison for her murder. Irfan Sharif, 43, said to have been attacked in Belmarsh Prison, South London, by two men who rushed into his cell with a weapon made from the lid of a tuna tin, according to The Sun. The assault is said to have happened on New Year's Day and caused injuries to his neck and face that are understood to have been treated in prison. The Metropolitan Police said in a statement they were investigating an allegation of assault at Belmarsh. Sharif was sentenced to life imprisonment last month, along with Sara's stepmother, Binash Batu, 30. The pair were convicted at the Old Bailey of killing 10-year-old Sara at their home in Woking, Surrey. Sentencing them, the judge, Mr. Justice Kavanagh, described their campaign of abuse as torture and condemned them for not showing a shred of remorse. A Met Police spokesperson said police are investigating an allegation that a prisoner was assaulted at HMP Belmarsh on 1st of January. The victim, a 43-year-old man, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. A source told The Sun that Sharif was sliced up badly in his cell by two others who rushed in. It was planned, and they used a makeshift weapon made from the lid of a tin of tuna. According to the newspaper, he was lucky to survive and receive stitches. The attack happened only weeks into Sharif's minimum 40-year sentence. As a Category A jail, Belmarsh contains some of Britain's most notorious and dangerous criminals. Sara was found dead in a bunk bed at the family home in Surrey on the 10th of August 2023. The couple had killed her 2 days earlier and fled to Pakistan. A post-mortem examination found that she had 71 external injuries, including bruises, burns, and human bite marks. She also had at least 25 fractures, including 11 to her spine. A prison service spokesperson said police are investigating an assault on a prisoner at HMP Belmarsh on the 1st of January. It would be inappropriate to comment further while they investigate. There you have it, guys. So yeah, you know what I mean? He's in Belmarsh, which is obviously a Category A prison. Now, I don't feel sympathy for this guy, however, but obviously a lot of people have a lot of opinions on it. A lot of people, I did a little scroll on social media, went on my Instagram actually, just to have a see if I got to see any comments on Instagram to see what some people had to say about it. And a lot of people are relishing in the comments. From what I searched, I'll go and share this with you now, guys. Now you'll see the comments. There's a lot of people that are celebrating him, and there's also a few comments that are they're not necessarily not necessarily sympathizing with him. However, I mean, you can't have sympathy for this guy, but they are bringing another angle, and I understand what they're saying because I thought the same thing. So I'll show you the comment section now that I did a little small analysis on, and I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. Yes, guys, you know we like a little bit of social media commentary. Yeah, we know we like to go and do our urban little checks. So according to this is on Instagram, right? I'm in my Insta, London.UK crime. Yeah, so I'm not gonna read up this bit. We know about this stuff. However, so obviously, this is where he is. He was sliced in a neck and face, and he's still in healthcare in a very bad way. He was lucky to have survived and has had to have stitches and will have scars as a permanent reminder of the attack. The guards tried to keep him safe because he obviously had a target on his back after the case was such big news. So let's get into some of the comments on here. Someone's got, get the prison number and name of the hero. We need to send him some canteen money ASAP. Okay, so this guy wants to pay the people that did it, and he thinks he's a hero. Defo laughing. Yeah, and I was gonna get onto this comment as well. The inmates are criminals just like him. How do you know they didn't do the same disgusting crime he did? Very good point. And I was gonna this is one of the things I was gonna mention as well. It's just an angle I'm coming from, by the way. I'm not sympathizing with the nasty piece of work that that poor girl's father is, but I'm just saying. So they did respond, if they did the same disgusting crime as him, they wouldn't be punishing him for it. You sound like the stepmother. That's not true. That is not true at all. That is not true. I'll elaborate on all that stuff in a minute. The reason behind the attack is not yet known. We don't know if they did it for justice for sorrow or because of a fight. It seems the inmates were in his cell. I don't sound like the stepmother at all. That woman had nothing to say except no comment. Okay, then obviously going back and forth arguing or debating in the comment section, I should say. First I thought it's a shame they didn't finish him off. Then I think, nah, let him heal and suffer in every way for the attack. Send him in for another round and again, okay? This person she says, let him heal and then feel the feel of going back to himself for round 2. Let him realise how that poor defenceless child must have felt getting beaten by him. Sending those guys a tin of roses, chocolate, bigger metal lid. Oh god! Not all heroes wear capes. Okay. Anyone know how I can post them, lads? Some more tins of tuna. Oh my god! Funny how karma works. Yeah, it's karma. Get the stepmom too. This girl says. Please, can someone start a GoFundMe for those inmates? I would like to help. What's the reply saying? They'll see someone's laughed. You want to let criminals out just because they hit another criminal? Makes sense. I didn't say I want them out. I said I want to help them out economically because they give the child abuser what he deserves. Someone's got these 2 inmates need a GoFundMe page. Let them out. Top lads make them suffer. Great work, lads. Who else likes tuna? I was waiting to hear this. Raw. This is like, you know what's mad, yeah? This is like the new year. The new year, this day is happening to happen. Obviously, I'm filming this a few days after the event because, yeah, I just thought that I'll talk about it when I want to talk about it. But it's still New Year's Day, and the first thing that, oh my god, best news I've heard all year, mate. The year just started. What are you talking about? Now we need the rest of them done the same way. He definitely deserves it, as the kid says. As the coach says, leave the kids alone. When he'll do it again, deserves to be scarred for the rest of his life. So the justice system inside prison works better than outside prison. Karma for killing that beautiful girl. At least inmates can give the right justice. This UK prison system is a joke at times. Should treat people the way they treat their victims and see how they like it. Okay, guys, that's enough. Let me unpick some of these comments. I'll give you what I think. So there you go, guys. You see the comments. So a lot of people are saying like, "Oh yeah, best news they had all year," and I'm like, mate, it was like literally the best news you had all year. It happened on New Year's Day, mate. What are you talking about? People get carried away. But the thing is, you know what it is? It's a very, very disturbing case. I understand people's emotions are high. The guy is scarred on the earth. I don't personally, I'll be honest. You see with me, yeah? You see with me, so you'll see the comment section, people saying, "Oh, GoFundMe, they want to send him lunch money for his canteen." All this, whoever did this, by the way, we don't know who these attackers are. These 2 people are. Blah blah blah. You see how they say the guards apparently try to stop it. A lot of the time, these guards don't try to stop it. They're lying. They in fact sometimes they encourage it or they allow it to happen because these people they despise these people as well, as much as a lot of people in the general public do, because it's such an evil. I mean, 40-year sentence. In the UK, it's not common. It's not like America where we get sentenced to like 100 years, 200 years, 99 or 300. We don't do that in the United Kingdom. Like, we do that across the Atlantic. We get things like that, and then obviously some states we have the we have the death penalty. Here we don't do the death penalty. That's not been happening since I think that got abolished in 1960. The death penalty, so that's now 65 years ago. This year, we don't have 99 sentences. Lucy Letby, and God, I know I'm getting a bit off topic. I'm gonna come back on with someone like her, Rose West, etc. And these actually happen to be 2 women, by the way. The reason why they're getting a whole life order because they've had to kill so much people and brutally murder all these people, life after life after life. That's the reason why they're life off in a cell. So even for horrific crimes, generally they're not in it for a whole entire life order. So even this 40 years is crazy by UK standards, and we can argue that the sentencing is not harsh enough, and that is true for a lot of cases. But for him to get 40 years, he's done some serious nastiness, which he has. Now, my opinion on it. There was a comment that I watched when I first looked at it. So I know this happened. It came out New Year's Day. I'm now filming this on like the what day we're the 6th of January. Yeah. So 6 days after, a few days, number of days afterwards. I didn't want to film it at the time. I decided to want to film it now and talk about it. I want to give my little take on it because here's the thing, right? And I've always thought this, and I thought this is not even this case. Now I think he's a scum man. I don't necessarily look at him and say I feel sorry for him because he's a piece. But I'm not one of them people that I don't know. It's a very bad case I hear. I'm not one of them people that hope he gets done in by these people and these people. And I'll tell you why. And I know a lot of people may not like this, my opinion, and it's fair enough. I understand where a few people are on the comment section about why we so quick to celebrate these what we hear. You don't know what the inmates are in for. We don't know who these inmates in for. They could be as scum as he is. They could have done things to children for you, you know. They could have been serial rapists. Yeah, they could have done all these things. We don't know who's assaulted them. You know, there's people in prison, yeah, and people. I watch. I remember watching a program on I think it was Channel 5, Channel 4. I think it was Inside. It was like the prison stories. This is the UK. I think Belmarsh. It's not too long ago, yeah. And I've heard, and when I was watching the stuff, you find it so horrific, like the stories that they're saying. You do know that some people that are on the register, some paedophiles look down on other paedophiles. Like, let's say, for example, there could be a paedophile that, and I'll tell you why I'm saying this. You'll see where I'm going with this, right? You'll get a paedophile in a prison that will look down on another paedophile because rather than just doing it to one child, they're doing it to like multiple children, like 2 or 3 or 4. So there's like a hierarchy. Even with like the scum, there's always someone else. There was someone that raped a woman, and they'd be like, oh, and they said that, oh, I only raped a woman, but you did a child. And then someone that did a child, they said, oh, but I only did one child. You done 2, 3, 4 child. Do you know how tapped this gets? I think we've got to be very careful. Sometimes take a step back. I'm not saying this just for the sake of doing this, because I've always thought this. I'm like, I get you. We hate this. We have hatred towards this person because they're evil. But however, why are we so quick to say that they're heroes? You don't know these people. You don't know what they're in for. And then right in the comment section, a few guys, and I'm glad I said this. There was a girl. I wish I collected the comment I saw the other day when this first came out. Yeah, and she said something, and a few people were giving her a hard time in the comment section. I was like, she has got a point, and she didn't actually necessarily say what they were saying, but I understood. I kind of see why. I'm like, why we're so quick to say that, oh, GoFundMe, oh, I want to send him lunch money, oh, they're heroes, not all heroes make, not all heroes wear capes, the justice system is better in the prison. The reason why a lot of these people, alright, don't get me wrong, there's some people in prison that shouldn't be in prison anyway, but what I'm saying is, a lot of people that are in prison for scumbag things. We do not know these people, and a lot of the time, if you did know these people, if you knew what they were in for, you wouldn't be calling them heroes just because they cut up this guy's face, or they attacked this person, or what this is what I'm trying to say, and you get where I'm going with this guy. The guys, like this video, please like this video as well. Yeah, I want this to get out there because I think it's a good message. I think sometimes we need to think about what we're doing here. Yeah, we can criticize the judges all we want. Why are we so quick to talk about the people in behind bars and deciding that they are the ones that get to decide what they do? A lot of the time, a lot of these people, in my opinion, in my theory, and I've never been to prison by the way, yeah, but I think a lot of the time why these people need someone to look down on because they need to deflect away and feel less guilty about why they're there in the first place. It's like a shift of conscience. They can feel a bit better saying that, okay, I need someone to feel like I need there to be someone that I could feel is lower than me. So that's the reason why I'm attacking. I'm not saying that every prisoner that's attacked somebody is in there for horrendous crimes, by the way, for very sick crimes, by the way. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there's a lot of them. You just never know who you're calling a hero. It just doesn't make any sense to me. When you think about it, I'm like, why are we so quick? We don't know. Some of them probably done done very nasty things. At the end of the day, they are criminals, and these criminals, a lot of them, when they're doing all these attacks, a lot of the time it just shows you that they ain't changed. They're still bad people. They still do their bad things, and they feel like they've got the entitlement to decide that they've done some horrific things to people, and they're in prison. And rather than trying to become better people when they get released back into society, they're deciding that, oh, I'm going to inflict more damage as well. I'm by no means, before people take it out of context, say, oh, Why are you sympathising? He's horrendous. You just don't know what they're in for. You don't know what they're in for. And if half of you knew what they're in for, you wouldn't actually be you wouldn't be saying the stuff you're saying. I'm just saying this. Yeah, that's just another angle I'm coming from. Yeah, while this guy, he has a target on his back. If you're happy that you got attacked because you think you got for a friend, fair enough, fair enough. I personally don't wish. I don't think about these things like that. Wish these things, yeah, for people, for every person I hear that's gone to jail for these things. However, what's caught my attention more is when we're saying that they're heroes. We're heroes. Why are they heroes? Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Just think about what we're saying here. Why do you want to send them lunch money? Why do you want to? Obviously, I know that some of it is exaggeration. I get it. I understand. But why do you want to say that? Oh, I want to get him a GoFundMe. They deserve to get. They deserve to get released early, and all this kind of stuff. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. And you could be, and also you could be, if they were outside, and you could be outside as well. You could have been a victim of a crime that they'll do to you. It may not even be something as like a sexual crime or anything, but it could just be that they may like rob you. They may leave you put you in hospital because they want to rob you. They want to do something horrible. You wouldn't be. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? But it's like that guy is a very very bad man, you know. And obviously he's a very bad man. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear things about what happened to the stepmom when she's obviously in a female prison, because obviously a lot of these women have their children themselves. She's not going to be liked, so people are going to want to do her harm as well. And I mean, I understand why some of them want to do that. The guys, I would want to share a cell with him if I was in prison. Not that I want to go to prison, and I've never been. I never want to go. Yeah. However, you just wanna think about those things, in it. I just think that my biggest problem. I think the message I'm really sending is, should we be so quick to praise prisoners for when we hear that they've done something to a known person that's had a huge case in the widespread media? Should we always be so quick to be happy that these prisoners have done something? That's my message, basically. That's my thought process, and I thought this for a while. All right, guys. Actually, look, you may want to see this. So I've got this article from the Scottish Daily Express, and it actually shows that the alleged one of the alleged attackers that actually done the man in. And actually, I just stumbled across this as I was having to upload the stuff to be edited, the videos to be edited. So I've had to go back on it and then add more to it, to the story. Have a look. So, according to the Scottish Daily Express, inmate who attacked Sara Sharif's evil dad was double murderer from South London. The tragic schoolgirl's killer father was badly sliced with a jagged lid from a can of tuna after being cornered in his cell at London's tough Belmarsh Nick on New Year's Day. So Stephen Samson left has been named as the inmate who attacked Urban Sharif Wright. So remember, there was two of them, but that's one of them allegedly. A convicted murderer who chopped up a. You see, guys, this is what I'm saying. This is why. Look at it. Read this. A convicted murderer who chopped up a woman's body and left her remains in a park has been named as the man who attacked Sara Sharif's killer father in prison. Stephen Sanson is alleged to have attacked evil Urban Sharif at Tough HMP Belmarsh on New Year's Day with a jagged tuna can lid. Sansom is said to have cornered Sharif in his cell with the help of another inmate. Last year, the 46-year-old was convicted of the murder of Sarah Mayhew, 38. A trial heard he cut her body up with power tools before leaving her legs, arms, and head in a field in Croydon, South London. He also murdered a taxi driver when he was just 19. A source told The Sun, everyone is talking about how it was Samson who got to Sharif. He and another inmate apparently pounced on him as he was walked back to the wing after a shower, forced him into a cell and slashed him. The other bloke, who is also a murderer, held the door shut. Last month, um, Irfan Sharif was jailed for a minimum of 40 years for the murder of 10-year-old Sara alongside her stepmother, Binash Batul, 30, and her uncle, Faisal Malik, 29. The tragic youngster was subjected to 2 years of torture before she was found dead at the family home in Woking, Surrey in August 2023. Um, so if I go back up, um, yeah, sorry, my bad. Within hours of her death, Irfan Sharif Batul and his brother Malik had fled to Pakistan, where Irfan confessed to the killing in a long distance 999 call. After Pakistani police began making inquiries, the trio later returned to the UK voluntarily and were arrested at Gatwick Airport. Sara, who was described as having had a beautiful smile and loud laugh, died with 25 fractures and 21 external injuries, according to bite marks and iron burns. Yeah, evil. Her father's throat was said to have been sliced with a jagged lid of tuna can in New Year's. The prison attack. He is understood to have been left with non-life-threatening injuries. Samson had only recently out of prison after a 2-decade sentence for murdering a cab driver on Christmas Eve, 1998, when he killed Miss Hayshu on March 8th last year. He and his partner Gemma Watts, 49, who he was found to have helped him, admitted murder at the Old Bailey in September. Miss Mayhew's limbs and her head were found in a field in New Addington, Croydon, in April after the initial discovery of a bone by a dog walker. The remains were confirmed to be hers by detectives using DNA testing. More body parts were then found in May in River Wendell in Mitcham, South West London. Yeah. Now, do you see why I was saying that? Now, see, that's proof. If you read that, if you read those, for those that read the article that I just shown. Now, let's go with that. If that's definitely if that's true and it was him on that story, do you see what I'm talking about now? Look at his crimes. Horrific. Chopped up the woman, all the kind of stuff. He's murdered. He's obviously killed someone before. The woman sounds like a very barbaric. He's basically just cut her up in pieces, like savagely done what he's done. And this is the guy that decides all of a sudden he wants to attack this guy, and we got people from the all over the place saying, "Oh yeah, hero." He's not a hero. Now, if you didn't know this and didn't come across this, you think he's an evil person. This guy don't get no brownie points as far as I'm concerned. You see what I'm saying now? This is why I said this, and this is why I opened it to discussion. I probably get a lot of backlash for this because obviously it's emotional, it's horrible, and I understand it because I feel it's disturbing. But this is why, man. This is why I'm quite careful of who I'm saying these heroes. Oh yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know, man. You never know. But anyway, I thought I would just add that. I thought I have to add to that because it's new information that I just came across. But anyway, guys, that's it really for me. Please like this video again. Subscribe if you're new around here, and also thank you to everybody that tunes in to watch the channel. Yeah, it's nothing without you guys. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. And let's guys, just before, leave your comments in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? I'm happy. Just be respectful as possible. Don't get too cheeky. Yeah. There's no need for it. But just say what it is. And yeah, see you next video. Peace.